What's up, guys? Jake Ground will come back at you with another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit interesting. Sorry that you guys can't see the full screen. I can't figure out how to fix it. But it also brings an element of surprise. You see this 14-3 team. You don't know who it is. You see the Packers. You don't know what their record is. So it brings an element of surprise. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and let's hop into this. So these were my preseason predictions, and we're going to go over them. See how bad we did or how good how good I did or how bad I did. Let's hop into this. So we're going to get to the AFC. We're going to go down. Let's start at the bottom and start like this. We got the Texans going 2-15 right here. I still don't disagree. I think the Texans were a bad team. They did get a few wins that maybe they probably should not have gotten. But yeah, 2-15 was about what the Texans did in real life. I feel like I should maybe get their actual records. Let's do that here. The NFL Combine was yesterday, the first day. I thought the quarterbacks looked great. Mainly Malik Willis, Kenny Pickett, and Ritter looked phenomenal. As we're gonna go down here and look at the Texans real quick. Yeah, they finished 4-13, a little bit better than what I had them going. So next I think was the Jets. Oh my, don't lag out here. All right, we got the Jets. They went 3-14, according to the actual NFL standings. The Jets went 4-13. So, again, I'm getting pretty close with these teams. I thought they might be a little bit worse. Teams like the Texans and Lions, I thought, would be the two worst. Of course, the Jags and the Lions, and then Texans, Jets, Giants were pretty bad all season, I would have to say. But, yeah, as we're going to get to the Jaguars next. Rough season. Oh my, why? I'm trying to record a video here, please. Jags had a rough season. Urban Meyer, leaving midway through the season was a bit rough. He was not ready for the NFL, at all. He will never be NFL ready. Bit disappointing that they didn't get much out of him. I cannot exit page or else it will not save. Next up, I have the Raiders. We can't even tell what their record is. Oh, yes, we can. 5-12. I probably thought that they would have a great start to the season and just collapse. Everyone after the Chiefs game thought that the Raiders were just done for. And I'm going to be honest, I did too. Until they played the Browns and they got their momentum back. I just do not want to talk about that. The Bengals going 7-10 are up next. I think this is about what everyone else projected them to be. Burrow coming back from a knee injury. What do you expect? Not Super Bowl Bengals, of course. That's what they did. Just great job to the Bengals on that Super Bowl. Almost win. They're going to win plenty of Super Bowls over the next few years. This is very frustrating. 8-9 for the Denver Broncos. I still don't disagree. Oh, I need to go check out what the Raiders and stuff were. The Raiders finished 10-7. Definitely did not think they would make the playoffs, but, they did make the playoffs going 10-7. And then the Bengals also went 10-7. It's crazy to think that they only went 7-7. You would have thought they had a much better season than that, but they really did not. And then the Broncos was another team I wanted to check. I had them going 8-9. They go 7-10. About the same. 3-0 start for the Broncos, and then went 4-10 the rest of the way. It's nice. We're going to get to the Dolphins now. I had a lot of teams going 9-8. I thought the AFC was loaded this year, and it was loaded. And even though there are like three teams that are worse than everyone else, and that's Texans, Jets, and Jags. Everyone is worse than them. But I had so many teams competing here. Not the Raiders and Bengals, who actually did make the playoffs. But, wow, the AFC was crazy. we had the Dolphins next. I had them going 9-8. I think that's what they went in real life, actually. Yeah, I hit it right on the dot. The Dolphins had a kind of up and down year. They started with a win, then they had a very long winning streak that would go to even put them in a playoff berth at one point, and then lose to the Titans, which even ended their playoff hopes right then and there. But then they did go on to beat the Patriots in Week 18 as well. Start with a win, end with a win, have a losing streak and a winning streak. It was a very up and down season for the Dolphins, but ended up going 9-8, just like I said they would. Colts are up next. They go 9-8. Would have made the playoffs if they could have beaten the Jags. And in my beginning of the year predictions, I said that the Colts would lose to the Jags, which is absolutely crazy because the Jags are the Jags, let's say. They did go 9-8, I think, as well. I'm hitting these right on the money right now. 9-8, yeah. These 9-8 teams, I knew they would go 9-8. Next up is the Steelers, a team that did make the playoffs, going like 9-7-1, but I had them going 9-8 as well. So I think I'm going to count that as a victory because they had the same amount of wins, just not the same amount of losses because they tied. Tied against Lions, yes, that probably should have been a win, but they tied, like everyone expected, of course. It finally unloaded. Wow, that was a lot of loading time. Wow, that's very bright now. Oh my. The Chargers going 10-7, making the playoffs. 9-8. I was one off. Crazy there for the Chargers. Just a disappointing season. Them and the Colts had such a disappointing season because they were so close. They basically had the playoff berth locked up, and they didn't lock it up. Yeah, very disappointing there. 6 is the Patriots. I believe they finished as the 6th seed, actually, right? They did not go 12-5. They went 10-7, but they ended up being the 6th seed, if I remember correctly, because the Raiders were the 4th seed, and then, the 5th seed, and then Steelers were the 7th seed. So I think I did get this right. Having a good season, all those new free agent pickups ended up paying well. Mainly their quarterback drafting of Mac Jones, and then getting Matthew Judon for a great pass rusher. That was a great signing. No, I don't even want to talk about this one. Oh my, Baker Mayfield, he just sold. I still have hope for next season for the Browns. In week 1, when Baker Mayfield was not injured, the Browns almost beat the Chiefs. I understand it's almost beat, but they looked unstoppable. They were going for 2-point conversions, and then they lost still because they're the Browns and they can't win. They can't have nice things. Baker Mayfield sold again, but I do think Baker Mayfield's a problem for sure. I think they will bring in a guy like Mitchell Trubisky or Marcus Mariota to push Mayfield. I like Case Keenum. I don't know why he can't push him. If they would have put Case Keenum in, they probably would have made the playoffs last year. Because that's how bad Baker was. Against the Packers, we just needed something decent, and we would have won that game. It was not good. I still have hope for next season, but Baker did not help out our chances at winning. As I had the Titans, I think that... I had them going 10-7. I didn't think they were going to be that good. Probably thought their defense was going to hold them back. Last season it was their defense. This season it was their offense. Their offense was horrible. Ryan Tannehill is just an average quarterback now. We've seen it. The Titans need another receiver. Julio is past his prime. A.J. Brown's phenomenal, but they don't have anything outside of them. They'll probably go receiver in this draft, second round maybe. They definitely need a tackle as well. Derrick Henry could not run in the playoff game against even the Bengals. Like, that is not a great team, D-line wise. So we're going to get to the Ravens. Disappointing season right after Lamar got hurt. They went on like it. They were 8. What were they? Well, I haven't compared. The Browns ended up going 8 and 9. I guess I wasn't that far off. No, I was pretty far off, actually. And then Chargers in real life went 9 and 8. Barely missed out on that one. Patriots went 10 and 7. We're going to go to the Titans. They went 12 and 5, won the AFC, but, after that. The Ravens also went 8 and 9. It's been unfortunate that the Browns won Week 18, because if they would have lost, they would have gotten to play the Broncos instead of the Chargers. And the Jets instead of the Dolphins. They already played the AFC East, never mind. But, they play an NFC division, right? Oh, we'll look at that next. It's the difference between the Lions and the Bears. I mean, they're both not that good, but the Lions are it's just very disappointing. Ravens are pretty good. They just slumped after Lamar got hurt, because Lamar is their team. Bills went 13 and 4. That's pretty similar. No, they actually didn't do that, because they lost a few games. They only ended up going 11 and 6, which is a bit unfortunate there. But I got it pretty close. They played great up until the end, when they eventually fell to the Chiefs. So, pretty accurate. And last but not least, Chiefs gained the 1 seed at 14-3. They were not that dominant as people expected. The defense was kind of weak. Patrick Mahomes had turnover issues. But in the end, they were still very good. Made it to the AFC Championship game. And then lost to the Bengals, who I thought were going to be the 12th best team in the AFC. Nice knowing that. I should probably go back to, this is not working. The quality of this right now is not the best, let's say. So we'll start off with the NFC. We'll go to the NFC now. We cannot look at this. I'm going to get roasted if we look at this. Lions going 1 and 16. I think that was pretty fair. Giving them a win, but not many wins, at all. Falcons going 4-13. I think I had them having a little bit more than that, but I accidentally picked, let's say, the Falcons winning against the Saints in one video, but then another video had the Saints winning against the Falcons in another video. So I eventually, chose, the Saints or something. So the Falcons kind of got screwed with a few wins, but they were kind of a surprise towards me, because they weren't that bad. They were great against the mediocre and bad teams, which did get them a few wins. And their offense was great with no playmakers as well. Their defense even wasn't that bad. Breakout season from A.J. Terrell. Eagles now. They went 4-13. They ended up making the playoffs. I'm going to see what the Lions went eventually. 3-14, I think, for the Lions, right? Yeah. 3-13-1, actually. And then the Falcons ended up going 7-10. Falcons ended up with the same record as I thought the Bengals would have. Oh my, that's not good at all. And then, what's that other team? Eagles, yes. They did not go that. They went 9-8 and made the playoffs. I just thought that Jalen Hurts would not be the answer. And Jalen Hurts was pretty much their offense. He's a great runner. He can't really throw the ball, but he's just an offense. He's kind of like Lamar, where he is an offense, but he's not a great quarterback, but he is the offense. As we get to the Giants, I thought the Giants had promise, because their defense was phenomenal last season. It ended up being top 10. Their defense wasn't bad this season, but they had Mike Glennon playing quarterback. It's just very sad. I saw something where Patrick Mahomes had more picks than Mike Glennon. Mike Glennon was very close, though. It was hilarious. But Daniel Jones wasn't their offense as well at like a point in time. I don't think Saquon's that good. He was phenomenal as a rookie, and now he just sucks. Like, he's so bad now. But, the Giants, they need to get something fixed. They're bringing in a new head coach and GM, and that will hopefully make their team better. So we'll get to the Bears. I had them going 5-12. They ended up going 6-11, so I was pretty close. I don't really know why I thought they would be so bad. At the time, I remember I thought they're better than this, but they really didn't end up being that much better. This year, it was their O-line. They didn't have an offense still. David Montgomery was injured at point in time. Justin Fields was injured at point in times. Their receivers were awful. Darnell Mooney's a beast, but the rest were awful. And then their offense just never got going. Their defense stayed consistent probably throughout the year. Pretty consistent. Oh my, I'm sorry. The Vikings went 6-11 here. They did not do that because Vikings are a team that can beat anyone and lose to anyone. They lost to the Lions. Almost. If the Vikings could pull out games, they would have been like the NFC's top seed. But they could not pull out games, so unfortunately, they finished not great their conference. It's not moving. It's not. Oh, there we go. Panthers going 7-10. I thought the Panthers had promise this season, because when you look at their offense and look at their defense, they should have had success. But guess what? They didn't, because I honestly don't know why they didn't have success, but they should have had success. And they did not have success, which, it was all on the offense. Quarterback play and O-line play. No matter who's back there, quarterback is going to get killed behind that O-line. No, who's ever back there, quarterback cannot get it to their very talented offense, which is going to leave very soon, more than likely. Washington up next. I thought Washington was going to have a pretty good season. I don't know why. I looked at my playoff predictions video, and it said I had Washington going 7-10. So, guess what? I had them going 7-10. Which was a bit interesting because, I thought they were going to be pretty good before the season. I thought they had the best defense in the league. But their quarterback play helped them out, and their secondary did not help them out as well. Chase Young was not making an impact. Then he left for injury. It was not a great year all around for Washington. And their field is the worst in the NFL. 8, we have the Saints. They were pretty solid all year, but they dealt with injuries. Everybody was hurt. Jameis got hurt. Kamara got hurt. Michael Thomas was out for the entire season. Which means other than that, they had no receivers. Their O-line was all injured at one point. Both tackles were injured, Ramczyk and Armstead. And their defense is definitely consistent. The Saints' defense is always consistently good. But they cannot do anything offensively, which definitely hurt them. So we're going to get to the Cardinals. I see them. They go 10-7. I had them making the playoffs. About what they did, I have to go look at the Panthers. Panthers ended up going 5-12 after a 3-0 start. It's very unfortunate. Washington going 7-10. They actually did go 7-10, so I hit that right on the money. Saints going 8-9. Or 9-8, right? Yeah, I had that right on the money as well. Cardinals, I think they actually did go 10-7. Maybe went 11-6. Yeah, they did go 11-6, but I hit that pretty good. And then, who else? Wow, 49ers going 11-6. I thought they would be good. Wait, they went 10-7, actually. They made it all the way to the NFC Championship as well, which was good to the Niners there. The 5th is the Seahawks. Oh, wait, we got to talk about the Niners for a minute here, because they were a great team, okay? Their running game, I thought they were a solid team. Every team had concerns. The Cowboys, they're the Cowboys, they're going to choke. The Patriots did not look great. The Cardinals did not look great. All all these teams had concerns. The Steelers were just bad. So same with the Eagles. The Bucs' pass defense wasn't great all year. But the 49ers were that team that play like there isn't a concern with their team. Other than the quarterback turnovers. Like, they were just, like, built playoff ready. They run the ball well with a good defense. And that's what you want to see. And it carried them all the way to the NFC Championship game until Jimmy G fumbled the back, which was not good. But, yeah, the Niners, I think next season are going to be phenomenal. Trey Lance, he's a great quarterback. More athletic than Jimmy Garoppolo. Has a better arm. Makes better decisions. Fifth is the Seahawks. They just struggled after Russell Wilson got injured. He just did not look the same. I think they'll be back next season because Russ is staying in Seattle. They got to support him, though, with the O-line. Their defense is horrific. Next season, in 2023, the Seahawks are going to be rough, for sure. Get to fourth, the Cowboys. I had them winning the division. They won the division. They did not go 10-7. They finished better than that, I'm pretty sure. Going 12-5. Easy schedule. They had the best defense in the league this season, even though it's not the best defense because they don't play anybody good. Their division is awful. The Eagles are still awful. The Cowboys scored 50-something points on the Eagles in Week 18. And they didn't even have their starters in for half the game. So, that's that. The Cowboys had a pretty good season, but then choked in the playoffs like they do every single year. Rams, the Super Bowl champs, had them going 13-4. I think that's actually what they actually did go. They actually went 12-5. I had them going better than that. They ended up being a 4 seed and made their all the way to the Super Bowl due to they beat the Bucs, who were the 2 seed. They were the 2 seed, which was in the hardest game, and then the Packers lost. Like, other teams beat up on the other teams so that the Rams didn't have to play them. And then the Rams eventually got the Niners, which was good for the Rams. Bucs had 2. It's what they actually finished. Second in the NFC, but went 13-4. And then I also had the Packers going 14-3 as well instead of 13-4. So, yeah, I didn't do too bad. The Seahawks were off. That was a very big miss. And then the Browns were off. Other than that, I didn't do too bad. That's about what everyone did, probably. But let's look at the playoffs. My playoff bracket. Wild card round. I thought the Browns would do good. And, I just was so happy for the Browns. I thought they were going to do so good. Guess what? They did not. Patriots defense, I thought, would beat up Lamar, because Lamar does not win in the playoffs, so. But the Patriots did not do that in real life. They lost. The Bills, I had them winning easily over the Chargers. I don't know why I thought their defense was. I thought the Bills' defense was going to take a step up this season, and it definitely did. The Seahawks game, I definitely thought they would beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys just suck in the playoffs. So, I picked the Seahawks. I probably should pick the Niners here, but that was the eventual NFC Conference Championship, and it did not happen. I had the Rams winning round 1, and the Bucs winning as well. I had both AFC top seeds winning here, because I wanted to see a Bills-Chiefs rematch. I had my Browns losing. I thought my Browns had a chance here, but I just knew deep down they did not. Rams beat the Bucs. That was eventually what happened in real life in the NFC Conference Championship. The Seahawks kind of serving like the Niners did here. They lose to the Packers. And I thought the Rams would beat the Packers in the NFC Championship game. Like the Packers lose every single year. I thought the Chiefs would win, because I thought this was the Chiefs' year to get a rematch. So I picked the Chiefs, which was very close, actually. We could have seen a Super Bowl. If the Chiefs would have won, I would have been delighted, because then my Super Bowl pick would have been right. But, the Bengals won, Rams won the Super Bowl. I was pretty close, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's look at the draft order. Because I want to see Lions would probably take Hutchinson here, number 1. Texans would get Evan Neal 2, probably. Jets would go Akwamu. I don't know. Would the Jets go Ikem Akwamu there? Maybe. Because the Jags don't even get a tackle here. That's funny. Eagles probably would get a quarterback if they were actually picking here. But yeah, that is my 2022 NFL mock draft. What? Did I just actually say that? What am I doing? This is my reacting to my preseason predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Sorry about that. Oh my. This is not going well. Bye.